ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
One day our MBA results were about to be declared. Final year MBA results declaration means very tense period for all of us, especially those whom Swami is talking to. Swami will come and declare the results himself. And if you have not got an O or an outstanding grade, that means in Swami's parlance you have failed. Outstanding grade, 4.5 out of 5 or above is Swami's criteria, you passing. If you have less than O grade, you have failed. And where we would study so much, the whole focus will be on Swami, but that particular day, registrar had gone inside and when Swami came out, we knew he had some of our results to declare publicly. That means publicly scolding also will come for many of the boys. I was very scared, trying to hide behind. Swami looked for me, called me, and I go forward, and he's looking very seriously. And then he asked, exam will ask now, how do you write the examinations? Now what do I say? If I say I wrote it well, then he'll say, this is the writing of the well, you didn't get an O grade, failed, you failed. If I say, I have not written well, then he'll say, why did you not write well? You should have written well, you don't, you are very careless boy. Both the times the chance of going out of form. So it's best in these times when there's divine danger is there, keep quiet. Think 100 times, don't speak anything. So I kept quiet in an eerie silence. Let him only say what he wants to say. And Swami said, Niku O grade vachindi, you got O grade. Take Pad Namaskar. Breath came back to my chest and I said, oh, thank you, Swami. Took Namaskar. Swami kept his hand on my head. The time I had risen up, Swami materialized Vibhuti and gave it to me. But when I touched Swami's feet, his feet were burning with fever. Looked up to Swami's eyes and I saw that Swami's eyes were a little red. His voice a little hoarse. And all my joy of getting an O grade disappeared in no time at all. And I said, Swami has fever. Swami's taken upon himself somebody's suffering. This aspect of Swami, which we don't know about, we must understand. Innumerable times Swami takes upon himself the suffering that we are supposed to bear and silently suffers in silence. And I said, Swami, you have taken somebody's suffering upon yourself. Swami said, no, I'm absolutely fine. You go and sit. I said, Swami, I will not go and sit. Please tell me, on whose behalf you are suffering? Only in 1 in a million times would Swami reveal something like this. Otherwise, he would never reveal. If you ask a mother that you suffered for your child, the mother sees herself in the child. It is self-service for her. It is not service to somebody else. The child is a part of the mother's being. The mother never feels that there's separateness between me and my child. And when she serves the child, it is like serving herself. So Swami would never reveal that he suffers for us. But that one occasion, Swami chose to reveal and said, what could I have done, boy? Yesterday, a Muslim mother came with her child, 6 months old, with a hole in his heart. And the child is dying. She went to many hospitals seeking succor and operation for the child. But everywhere she was shunted out saying, the operation is very difficult and it requires a lot of money. The doctors came to me yesterday and said, Swami, this is an emergency. The child is very sick. If we have to operate, we have to operate immediately. And I told the doctors to immediately arrange for the operation. And today morning, the operation was done. And then Swami said, that child could never have borne the operation of 6 long hours with a team of doctors. I took upon the suffering of the child on myself. And then Swami gave a very beautiful smile and said, but I am so happy. The child is healthy and the mother is happy. But I am so happy. I can never forget that smile of Swami. When in excruciating pain, when in fever, he smiles and says, I am very happy that I have used my body for the sake of somebody else's benefit. That mother would be praying and thanking her Allah. What does it matter for Swami? That you're praying to Japanese and Chinese gods or to Allah or any other Christ. Because if there's a sincere prayer from the heart, Swami will certainly respond. Swami says, I am like the PT master. I do and show and then explain to you. In the year 1999 itself, there was an introduction into the convocation drama, which was the Burra Katha. In the Burra Katha, the actors and the dancers are supposed to sing and act and dance together at the same time. So some of the singers were chosen for this particular role, but they were supposed to put their hands on their waist and dance and sing along with that. Something from the epics and the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. But the problem was, whenever they will start dancing, they'll forget their singing. And when they start singing, they forget their steps. At that time, Swami was having a hip fracture. He was in excruciating pain. So we were all, as I told you, Swami was calling us in the afternoon times for the 3 sessions, and he was giving us opportunity. Swami would sit on the jhula, and we will all surround him, swing his jhula, or have meals with Swami. At that time, Swami called these Burra Katha boys for a rehearsal. And Swami asked them to perform their particular lines. But as they started singing, they forgot their steps. At that time, I was sitting next to Swami doing service to his feet. Swami immediately put his hand in front. And I held his hand. Swami took support of my hand, and then he got up. I was wondering, is the session over? Is Swami going back? What actually happened? Is Swami displeased with their dancing steps being missed? At that very moment, Swami said, go little back. And with that broken hip, Swami put his hand on his waist and started dancing. With those broken hip, where he could not take a single step comfortably, he needed support. And Swami started dancing. We broke down and said, Swami, please don't go through. And Swami said, it is my responsibility, sir. It is my responsibility.